What's up, everybody? This is Dylan. So today I want us to talk about becoming obsessed with the people whom we are trying to serve. Becoming obsessed with what? With our dream customer, right? So for you to be able to understand, for us to be able to understand our dream customers, we should have a bio in which we look up to each and every single day, like a full bio of who they are, what their families look like, how much does they make, how does they live, and ultimately the conversations that are going on inside of their what, inside of their minds, right? So you have to be obsessed with your dream customers more. Being obsessed with the dream customers, it simply means that you understand your customers more than the customers understand themselves, right? Like nowadays, most businesses, most companies, they become more focused on themselves. They become more focused on the product that they are delivering, and they forget that all of the businesses that we create, like all of the business in the business world, each and everything that we do has to be focused on what? Has to be focused on the customer, because the customer is the business. Each and every business that focuses on themselves or that focuses on improving their product, not focusing on the customer, eventually they will fail. For example, if we look at ClickFunnels, right? ClickFunnels is a multi-$100 million company that started off with zero funding, right? And what Russell did is he understood more his dream customers, his customer avatars, more than the customers understood themselves. So that's why he created the ClickFunnels software with Todd, focusing more on the customer, so that when the customer is now interacting with the software, it will simply be solvent for the what? For the software. So if you are to look, there are some at the time he started ClickFunnels, he was competing with so many companies that had multi-million dollar fundings from venture capital firms, but those companies, they lost to ClickFunnels. The reason why is because ClickFunnels and Russell, they became obsessed on their dream customers. They become obsessed on their dream customers. They created something that the dream customer wanted, not they wanted to give it to the dream customers. I think you understand me better there. So I want us to talk about the 5 steps in which that can be taken to be able to understand the dream customers more, and also to be able to create an avatar for the dream customers, so that you can understand the dream customers more, so that you can be able to serve them, so that you can be able to create better products for your dream customers, that to create success for them and is for you as well. So Robert Collier emphasized that for us to be able to know that, to be able to serve our dream customers on a deeper level, we should be able to understand and to know the conversations that are going on inside of the what? Inside of their mind. Because if we can enter into those conversations that are already going on inside of their mind, we can be able to what? we can be able to hook them from where they are, wherever online, whether they're in Facebook groups, or whether they're using our advertisement, or whether they're using our videos on YouTube, into what? Into our world, so that we can serve them at a better level. So entering into their mind, it simply means that understanding their existing thoughts, understanding their existing beliefs, and aspirations, the anxieties that they have, and also to be able to understand those things gives us the ability to present our product, to present all of the offers, the services that we are going to provide to them, so that we can serve them at a much deeper level, rather than just trying to force new ideas that they don't understand into their current mental landscape. Like so to do this, we should be able to do what? We should be able to know their daily concerns, and the challenges that they are facing daily. Like, what problems do they face regularly? So for example, if we are to look this on the standpoints of the three markets that we have, like the three core desires create the three core markets. Like the three core markets that we have, we simply have the health market, the wealth market, and the relationships market, right? So if you are to create a product, right? For example, if you are in the health market, if you create a weight loss offer, right? We should be able to know the conversations that are going on inside of a person who is overweight. We should be able to know the conversations that are taking place in that mind of a person who is, it's either they are moving away from pain and towards pleasure. Like Robert Collier emphasized that it's either the conversations that are going on inside of our mental space in this world, to each and everyone. It's either they are moving away from pain, or they are moving what? They are moving towards pleasure. So you should be able to know what their hopes are, what their dreams are, what do they aspire to achieve. If you don't know what do they aspire to achieve, you can't go. You cannot have that ability to know which conversations that are happening inside of their mind. You should be able to know what their future looks like when they are, what the future that they envision about for themselves, the future that they envision about their family. It's either in the wealth market, the life that they desire after they have created wealth, right? Their opinions, like what are their preconceived notions about the industry, about the product, or the solutions that you're going to provide to them, the solutions that your business is going to provide to them. So you should be able to know their internal dialogue, like how do they talk to themselves about their needs, how do they talk to themselves about the things that they want to achieve, about the things that they desire, basing on the what? Basing on the three core markets. As each and every product that we create, it's either it serves in the health market, it serves in the wealth market, or in the what? Or in the relationships market. So the next step, right, is to identify their dominant idea and their core motivation. Like to understand your customer, to understand the customer whom you are trying to serve at a deeper level, you must uncover their primary emotional drivers. Like, as I have learned it from Russell Brunson and from Myron Golden, I've learned that people, us as people, we tend to buy more emotionally, and we justify our purchases logically. Like each and everything that we buy it emotionally, and we justify it logically. So to be able to serve them, to be able to convince them to buy, we should be able to what? We should be able to understand their primary emotional drivers, basing on the product or on the offers that we're gonna create to them, right? So are they motivated by a desire of pleasure gain, like Russell says, moving towards pleasure, right? Are they motivated more by avoidance of pain, that is moving away from pain, like Russell says, it moving away from pain? So you should be able to know that it's either there are two core motivators. It's either they are motivated to move away from pain, or they are motivated to move towards what? Towards pleasure. So you should be able to know their deepest desires. What do they truly crave? Is it security? Is it recognition? Is it freedom? It's either they can be craving comfort or something else. So based on the market, is either on the health market. So if in the health market they may be wanting to move away from what? Away from pain, the pain of not having their clothes to be fit on them. Like if they are moving towards pleasure, they may be wanting to move towards having a six-pack. They may be wanting to move towards, like, all of the motivators in the health market, and also they are also on the what? On the health market. So we should be able to know their underlying fears, like what are they trying to avoid, right? What potential negative outcomes do they concern about most, right? Their dominant idea, right? What is the single most important thing that on their mind right now, after our offer or service could relate to, right? So it should be able to serve them on that level as well, right? And then us as the business owners, as the entrepreneurs who are creating offers for our dream customers, we should be able to visualize their world, like their biography, their family, their home, their incomes, so that we will be able to target the avatar whom we are trying to serve, not just targeting everyone. So each and every piece of content, it's either piece of content or each and every product or offer that we are putting out into the marketplace, it's either what? It should be able to serve to that biography, to that family, to that home, to that income. As Robert Collier emphasized the power of visualization, often creating a vivid mental structures of the what? Of the people, of the dream customers whom we are trying to serve, right? So to truly understand the dream customers, right, we need to paint a detailed picture, like what I've been saying, like a detailed picture, paint a detailed picture, or to have a detailed bio of the what? Of the dream customer, right? Of their life, extending beyond their demographics, so that we can be able to what? We can be able to serve the customers whom we want to serve. We can be able to target the customers whom we want to target more, right? And this involves understanding their personal biography, like what is their age that we are trying to serve, what is their gender, what is their marital status, and what is also their educational background, what significant life events does they have shaped them, right? We should be able to understand that their family life. Do they have a spouse? Do they have children? How many children do they have? Do they have dependents? What are their family values? And how does their family influence their decisions, right? Their home environment. What kind of a home do they live? If they live in an apartment, do they live in a suburban? Do they live in a middle suburban or a low suburban? Do they have a rural property? All of those things are the things that we should be considered when creating what? When creating the biography, like when you are visualizing the what? The world in which our dream customers are living in, right? We should also be focused on the what? On the financial situation of the dream customers. What is their approximate income level, right? What are their spending habits, right? What are their financial aspirations? Are they budget conscious or are they luxury oriented? Because this allows you to be able to what? To be able to target the dream customers, like the customers whom you know that they will be able to what? They will be able to afford like all of the offers that you're gonna provide for them into the marketplace, right? Step 4 is to create like the bait, like the compelling offer, the message that captures their attention and makes them want to learn more. Like the bait is not about trickery, but it's about presenting the solutions that you are providing for them in a way that directly addresses the what? Their dominant idea that I've been talking about in the what? I think in the second phase. And also the what? Their core motivators. So this step, it involves connecting what you are offer to the desires of the dream customer, right? How does your product or the service that you are offering to them achieve their dreams and alleviate their fears? It's either achieving their dreams when they are moving towards pleasure. That's achieving their dreams. Like as I've said in the health market, if they are moving towards having the six-pack abs, it's simply achieving their dreams, right? Moving towards pleasure. So how is your product gonna help them to achieve their dreams, to alleviate their fears? Like as I have given an example in the health market, as I have said that you can create an offer for the people who are overweight, so that they can become in shape, so that they can lose a couple of pounds and become in shape. So you have to create a compelling offer that will address the what? That will address and help them to what? To alleviate their fears. And you also need to what? You also need to highlight the benefits, not just the features. Like to focus on what the product that you are delivering does for them, not just what it is. Like we have to create a clear value proposition. Like we have to, like, you can't just deliver, like if you look at this book, right? You can't just deliver this book as a book. Like you have to add more things on top of this book so that we can increase the perceived value and the intrinsic value. Like that's value proposition. We should be able to what? To stake value. For example, I can tell a story of how I bought this. This was a free plus a book that I bought from trafficsecrets.com, right? So for me to be able to buy this book, the value was increased. Like the value was staked. There were master classes on top of this video. There was a workbook. There was a challenge that has to be added on top of this book, and then the value of this book was increased. Like the perceived and the intrinsic value of this book was increased, so that there is nowhere else. Even I was gonna buy this from, like, I bought this from Russell's Funnel. So if I was gonna buy this from Amazon, I was literally not gonna find like all of the bonuses, all of the things that were staked into that offer. I wasn't gonna find them if I was to buy this on Amazon, right? So we have to create a clear value proposition. Why do they have to choose our solution over other solutions that are being provided into the marketplace? And we should understand that we should be able to deliver an offer, not a commodity into the marketplace. Like, what unique advantage do we have to offer into the marketplace, right? I will talk more about offers, I think, on the next video. So on the next video, you will watch more about how you create offers, how you turn your product, your commodity product, into an offer, and how can you actually do that, which will help you to deliver more value for what? For less, and which will also help your business to be what? Which will also help your businesses to be profitable into the what? Into the marketplace. So you should be able to present a compelling reason to act. What immediate problem can you solve, and what immediate gain are they gonna get once they work with you? So you should speak in what? In their language, not and use word pictures. Like, according to Collier, he said that effective communication involves using language that resonates deeply with the customer, that is creating word pictures that allow the customer to see to see and visualize the benefits of the product, the benefits of the offer that you're gonna be providing into the marketplace. And this means that you will be using the vocabulary that they will understand, like not using the jargons, avoid jargons, and speak in terms in which the dream customers will understand you more. Like, I've learned it from Russell Brunson that when you often use jargons when you are speaking, like, it distances you away from the audience. Like, it distances you away from the audience. Like, many people think that when they use jargons, the audience is gonna think that they are smart, that they know enough, but it will literally distance you from the audience. So when you are presenting your offer, when you are presenting something that you have to your dream customers, you have to avoid using jargons and simply use the vocabulary in which they understand. Like, I've learned I've been introduced to this tool, like when I read the Expert Secrets. Like, it's kind of like Bridge. So when you come across a word like that, you feel like your audience will not understand this word, so it's better like to put a bridge, like it's kind of like, right, and then you tell a story that will simplify it so that the audience will understand what you are saying more. So the other thing is that you should be able to mirror their tone. Like, you should adapt your communication style to match theirs, right? Whether it's informal, whether it's aspirational, it's inspirational, or it's practical. Your communication, like your tone that you will be using, should what? Should also match their tone, and should be also what? Should be also practical. You should be employing a vivid imaginary, like describe the experience of using your product or the outcome of your service in a way that appeals to their senses and emotions. Like as I have said that, people will buy your offers that you're gonna provide. They are always gonna buy them emotionally, and they will logically justify why they have bought them, right? So what you have to do is you have to use the 3 clauses. I have learned the 3 clauses from Russell Brunson on his selling online event. So the 3 clauses are emotion, logic, and fear. So at the top of the your message, at the top of the message, you should emotionally anchor them in, and you justify those reasons of why they should buy. You should justify them logically, and you use agency and scarcity, like for them to be able to what to speed up the buying process, right? The other thing that will help you to what to speak in their language is to what is to tell stories. Like stories are the most important part. Like stories are gold. Like I see stories as gold. Like storytelling, you should narrate how others similar to them have benefited from the what from the solution that you are providing to themselves. Like I see so many people, like so many people, they tell stories, like they justify logically of why you should buy their products based on how other people who have used their products, the results that they have got from the products, and you should narrate how others that are similar to them, like different people, like from different ages, you should narrate how those people have used the same product or the same offer to be able to have the results that they are looking for. And by meticulously following these steps, you can move beyond superficial demographics and gain a profound understanding of your dream customer avatar, and this enables you to create and to craft your message in a way that will help you connect with your audience more. So the 5 steps that are like I will just recap the 5 steps that you have to take for you to become more aware of the dream customer. So the first step is to understand that your business, like the business that you have, it shouldn't be like on yourself. It shouldn't be focused on yourself. Your business should be focused on what? Should be focused on serving. Your business should be focused on the customer. Your business shouldn't be focused on your product, on the product that you have. Your business, you should not create the product that you feel like this product is the good product for my customers. No, you should create the product that the customers need, not the product that you think the customers need. No. And then you should what? You should be obsessed with your dream customers. That is, you should be able to understand the conversations that are going on inside of your prospect's mind, the conversations that are going on inside of the people whom you are trying to serve. You should rather understand the dream customers more than the dream customers understand themselves, so that you can have the ability to be able to serve them more, right? And most companies, and even if your company will become product centric, it will eventually fail. It will eventually fail. But if you become obsessed with your dream customers, you will have success. So thank you for watching this video. So that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe, and then don't forget to turn on that notification panel. So chap chap.